are back, baby. No, not yet. Not yet. I almost ended it again. I hope everyone's come back. I gotta resave it. Scuff. Scuff. I was taken down by Scuff. We're doing this again, baby. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hopefully everyone comes back. I've never had some things like that happen. Thank you. Hopefully everyone else... Tootie Yui. Yep, we're back. We're back. Ah! That never happened to me before. That never happened. So, yeah, like I said, my tablet driver went offline. My tablet driver went offline. So I had to just restart for the computer. Well, I didn't have to restart. I just have to sign out, and that reboots it. But the problem is that that, you know, obviously stops the stream. So, not fun. Usually I check it before I go, before I get started. What's the difference between those two? Oh, face. Face looks way better on the 2019 version. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back. Yes, my tablet driver went completely offline. So if you guys haven't seen a running, I'm just gonna pretend like that never happened. But if you guys haven't seen a running theme, in Kaila's outfits, is they're all black. They're all black and white. That's what she likes. And so I'm definitely going to keep that into Chow Chow Nora Vanguard. Be gone, Fodicus. Everything she wears is black and white. Majority black, though. So, for anyone who is curious... Well, I guess I need to say it again. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. But okay, and for anyone who is, curious about, Kaila Laciteyen, she was originally named Meilu Kaila. I chose the name Kaila because it's actually, I didn't know it was a real name at first. But it's actually, based off of Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! The original one. And, yeah, it's based off of Seto Kaiba. And, I changed the, B for an L sound to sound more feminine, and also not just to sound like, totally different. And she was a side character in another story that me and my brother work on that connects to the superhero story that we work on. And she was just, like, pretty much a normal girl. But then I started doing my own thing with her, and I changed her so much. I just decided to make her first name, Kaila. and doing my own thing. And then Meilu and Kaila became two separate characters. They look alike, but they don't dress alike. So Kaila only wears black. I'm gonna make this blue. Oh wait, no. Kaila only wears black. Meanwhile, Meilu still wears colors, like a lot of pinks. A lot of pinks and a lot of pinks and blues. Meanwhile, one time I just thought to myself one day, what if Kaila wears nothing? Kaila wears nothing but black. And I think that's one reason why I started separating them, was because it was the simple fact that I wanted her to wear all black. I cannot get the chart. It means erase the entire color. Oh, I don't got a vector layer on, so I gotta erase it all anyway. This is not a vector layer. Vector layers are easier to draw on than raster size layers or normal layers when you're doing a sketch, but when you're done with it, you want to turn it off, because then if you don't, it'll interfere with your line art, because you'll draw your line art most likely in a vector layer. At least I do. A lot of people do, I think. It's also very handy to make everything in your sketch a different color. Because I don't do the thing where some people, when they're done making their sketch, they'll make it in black and white and they'll do like a loose coloring under it. And I've done that a few times, but I'm just like, I don't got time to do all that. So I'm just like, what I do is I just draw everything in different line art, so that way I can tell. So anyway, hello Leah. Thank you. You actually missed the scuff, so good thing you weren't here earlier. I had to completely stop and then restart the stream. I wouldn't know. I haven't drawn anything in a long time. Well, it's been a while. Why does this sound like Christmas music? I think it is. Yes, it is Christmas music. It's Hark the Herald Angels Sing. It doesn't really sound like that. No, it doesn't. So I'm actually probably gonna go for like a mix between this outfit and this one, because I can't decide on what I like more. Let me pull up my examples so that way people know what I'm talking about. Saber, Fate Stay Night. Also, Casual. There we go. The art in the original Fate Stay Night is like really interesting. Okay, there we go. So I always liked her Saber's design. It's very, I just kind of like the simple aesthetic, and I like how fancy it is. But then also, oh yeah, Violet Evergarden. She looks very much like Saber, but her outfit's a little bit more detailed. So those were kind of the aspects that inspired Kaila's, I keep wanting to say Masato, earlier aesthetic. And then one more. kill Akame. And I'm not gonna exit on that because I might need to open it up again. Okay, there we go. Akame from Akame Kill, it was actually Maka from Soul Eater were actually some of the bigger inspirations for Kaila earlier on. Not Violet and Evergarden and Saber. Those weren't, but she was, because if you look back at her very first outfit, I can't find it. Oh, this, it was, well, I made the jacket shorter, but originally it was supposed to have a long jacket. Like, I got too many reference sheets open. Like that. And that was actually, so it actually first had a long trench coat, and then I went to, I got way too much stuff open. I'm gonna pop out some of the stuff. I'll pop out this and this. And then for these ones, I'll close that. Oh, yeah, you just saw it right there. Eh. So yeah, it originally had a long coat, and then I made it short, and then I went back for making it long. Because I liked it long. But that trench coat was based off of, I'll exit on this. I don't need this one open. Don't need that one open. I don't think I'll be needing this one. Anyway, I'll just keep those open. Yeah, I like the braid too. The braid actually was inspired off of, it wasn't till a lot later I put her hair in a braid. And it was actually inspired off of, what's her name? Oh, Alice! I don't know why I forgot that. Alice from, oh, darn it. Sword Online, Alicization. What is with my head today? I turned 27 and I lost my brain. Help. Yeah, based off of, I got the idea for the braid from Alicization. So, anyway. Actually, this outfit, this one, if you guys haven't been able to guess, this one's actually inspired off of, Celestial Lutenberg from Danganronpa. Not a big fan of the Danganronpa games, but I love the designs, and Celestial Lutenberg's got the best design. Although, apparently, according to sources, her pigtails are fake! Go figure. The Queen of Liars lies even about her hair. And I know it's somewhat true because you can see a gym picture of her and her pigtails are fake. And I hate that. I love her long hair. And I'm like, what? Her long hair isn't real? I love long hair. Like, if black hair gets too short, then I don't like it. But I love it when it's medium to long. Hello, H250V. I usually actually don't use... I use a lot of colors when I'm drawing my sketches, but I don't usually do this many. I think it's because, I think it's because, It's just like a lot, and I don't quite know what I'm doing. So the things, 2 aspects that I am going to get rid of. So originally, Kaila was tall. Originally, she was... Because I first was going to make her, oh, she's too short. But then I thought, she's got very long legs, and she looks more tall. So I'm like, I'm going to make her tall. Because originally, back when she was Meilu, her design was based off of Cameron? Whatever her name is. From Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. She was based off of that, and then later on it kind of got, was Carly and, Kaila from, Kaila Princess, because I love that manga. And then later on, when she was, Kaila, she was based off of, like, a lot of, in design-wise, some of Saki Hanajima, I think that's actually the idea where I got her to wear all black. Akame from Akame ga Kill. And, later on, Celestia Lutzenberg. And, I think that's it. I wrote actually on a piece of paper somewhere all of the inspirations. No, it wasn't a piece of paper, it was a note. But all the inspirations for Kaila. So there we go. It's kind of a loose skirt, but it's a little bit more shorter. So it ain't as long as this, but it's not as tight and tutued-ish like that. Anyway, H250 says, speaking of, yeah, I just got reminded of when Blake from Ruby had her hair cut short. It was downhill after that. The glasses girl, no. I don't know what the glasses girl from, but speaking of, I'm just gonna say it right here now. This is the sheep's opinion, but it's 100% right. Blake getting her hair cut was a war crime. I loved her with long hair. Like, Blake had such a pretty design. I loved how each girl... I didn't like Yang's design, I'm gonna be honest. But I loved how Weiss was, like, white Lolita. Ruby was more, like, black Lolita. And then, Blake was, like, more of, like, modern goth. And it's just, like, I loved it. Oh, glasses girl. Yeah, she was the girl with glasses, Carly. I ended up getting a little sidetracked in my, chat, so I sometimes don't always know what, things are referring to. Because what I was because I moved on to a different topic. Oh, I actually really do like that. But anyway, I think I was actually originally talking about Kaila's height, but, so I think I'll actually go back to talking about that. But my point being is that, should I give her boots, or should I give her tall boots, or should I give her, like, short boots? I don't know. I'm gonna draw her with both and see what it looks like. See which one I like more. I'm gonna do this on a separate layer so that way I can... But yeah, like I said, I suddenly started making her, like, tall, and originally she was just gonna be 5'7". But then later on she burst up to being 6'2". And I don't think I'm gonna make her that tall. She'll still be tall for a girl, but I don't think I want to make her that tall. Like, as you can see from the sketch, she is taller than... Oh, I wrote Yuma instead of Yuya. She is still taller than Yuya. But he's also older, too. Like I said, I'm probably gonna raise his age up to 16 or 15. I don't know. $50 is my worst. Hands are freezing. I wish I had Kingdom Hearts gloves to match my Kingdom Hearts hat and scarf. Oh, cool! Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I actually was gifted a wonderful present. The most wonderful present ever. No offense to any other present that anybody else has given me. But my friend gave me, from Spain, sent me, Kingdom Hearts jacket. Based off of Aqua, and I love it. I've never been so nice. Thank you, Lydia. Ironically, I liked OG Yang design, but I think Yang ended up becoming more of my fave before her character ended up getting ruined, and I think the tall boots look good. I'm probably gonna go with the tall boots, but let me just see what she looks like with the short shoes. But, yeah, I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, because that's one thing that's definitely still gonna be the same about her. She ain't gonna wear high heels because she doesn't want to be any taller than she is. Because I really like those, type of, shoes that are they're white with the black toe. I don't know I know the right name, but I know not at this time of the morning. So I'm gonna give her like that. But what do you guys think? Tall boots or short boots? Well, I will wait for you guys to reply on that one, and then, I'll do the hair. No, not tap shoes. Darn it. I think they're called, let me see, Victorian button-up shoes. This isn't the right name for it, but I probably get, like a something. Yeah, I think like these. Yeah. These aren't like a tan white, but they're like these. I don't know what the proper name for them is, though. Tall boots. My eyes are hurting so much, I'm gonna dip and have a nap. Enjoy yourself, Mary. Bye, Watts. Thanks again for the nice birthday present. I'm also biased towards tall boots. Okay, everyone seems to be tall boots, and I think I'm in agreement here. Tall boots. Okay, so let us move on to her hair. I'm gonna put this all in the same layer. Do the hair above. Okay. Her side bangs actually come from originally Mei Lu, back when she was Mei Lu. She didn't have these side bangs. They came along because I started seeing one of those ads for a video game. I forget what it was called, Elsword, something like that. And so originally her hair was just like that, and then like that. But then later on I added those. And I was thinking about just doing something different like this. But I don't know. The side bangs seem to be so much of her identity. I'm gonna see what it would look like, but if it's too drastic, then I'm going to go back to the original. Yeah, but so she had side bangs. I gave her side bangs because of some video game the character had it, and I liked it, so I gave her the side bangs. But I sometimes want her hair down, so what I did is I made it that they're pinned up by this, like, ribbon and hairpins and stuff like that. And then that's what it would look like down. So, and I kind of like both. So what I'm going to do is see what she looks better with. I'm going to get a different color. I need to give her eyebrows first because she's freaking me out. She's got no eyebrows. Don't ask me why, but for some reason it is in my permanent lore that Misato has thick eyebrows. So most of my characters have very thin, slender eyebrows, but Misato from Revolution of Color, she's got thick eyebrows. I think it's because I just want her to look a little bit more harsher. A little bit less conventionally attractive. This is a vector layer, isn't it? Ah, there we go. It's like, something's wrong. That's the nice thing about vector layers, is you can move them anywhere you like. Vector layers are a lot actually more better than line art layers from painttoolsai, because in painttoolsai they're a lot more limited. Okay, now she has eyebrows, so now I can I'm gonna do a different color so that way I don't. Do I like that better than this? Let me see what she looks like was her original. It's just that it's so iconic, I'm not sure if I want to change it. The most complicated hairstyle I've actually given someone, I'm going to show this real quick. It would actually be her. I haven't designed any of these characters in a long time, but oh, this reference to you is awful. It looked good when I did it the first time, but now it looks. But she would have the most complicated hair. But she doesn't always wear it up, so that's how I get around that. Well, she wears it a lot. Anyway, Derek says, depending if we're talking about 2B boots or, yeah, short boots, that are above the ankle. I forgot how many bangs. It's like, how many bangs does she have? Okay. She typically has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Typically has 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then she has the 2 crescent moons that hang down, because that's how I divide that region of hair out. And then she has her side bangs, and then they come up like that, and then they come like that, and there we go. That is her original hair. Well, I can definitely say I tried to change it, but I don't like it. So we're going with the original. The biggest problem that I don't like about her side bangs, and the only reason why I'm debating on giving them out, is because I love actually giving her hats. But it's hard to put a hat on this head with those bangs. So it's like I have to do like something like that. How are you supposed to put a hat on this? There. It's a hat. 2B's actually got a really nice design. Okay, now finally, braid or no braid? No braid. I like her hair way too good. I like it into the stringy mess that it is. One thing I will do, though, is, as you can see, her hair goes very, very, very down. Like, it could just get, somehow it just got longer and longer and longer until it became a beast of its own. I don't think I'm going to make it that long. So I think I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. Just a little bit. You could also give her a small hat. Well, actually, there was one outfit that I drew her in. This was before she was wearing all black. It was a black and blue dress. I based it off of... base is such a hard word to say, in the fact that it wasn't so much as I stole from How to Draw a Manga book. Let me see if I can actually find it. Here it is. Yep, there she is. Small little hat. I forgot to give her side bangs there. Don't ask me how that happened. She had her side bangs. Also, another thing that I do now is I draw her with no pupils. It was just something to set her eyes apart from the Everyone's characters, and now I kind of like it because it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of not based off of this, but it reminds me of Kimetsu no Yaiba. How everyone's eyes are actually different in that. Well, another thing I could do is I could give her this kind of hat. So instead of like that kind, where it's like that, I can make her this kind of hat. And I think I will do that just because I can't give her a normal hat. This music's gonna put me to sleep. But it's so pretty and it actually fits. And the final thing I'm going to put back on her is her choker necklace. Originally it was just a plain choker necklace, but then I got it, you can't really see it in this one. There we go. But it was just like a black thing. It was something that she always wore. But then I made it more detailed because it's not really a choker. That would be inaccurate term. It's more like a collar. And it holds her, let's just say for now, it works in the same way that Elsa's gloves do. Thank you. I got a reminder. Oh, ciao, Riot Kitty. Thank you so much for stopping by. It means a lot to me. think that... Let's see. Well, I keep... Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that the first string was technically cut off. So, I was like, I thought it was going for longer than that. But no, I had to cut off the 17 minutes of it. There we go. There we go. I'm actually really proud of this. Which anime character is this? She is my own. She's my own original character, and I'm redesigning her. This was one of her older reference sheets, and I'm kind of giving her a new design. One that's, fitted for her, because I'm totally reworking her story because I'm unhappy with it. Okay, now I could draw it myself, but I don't want to. So I am going to get a 3D model of an umbrella. I think I drew that umbrella by myself. But, like I said. Thank you. Wait, no. I stop doing that. I think I grabbed the different... Let's see. That looks right. I grabbed the different model this time, but, we'll just go as it. Whoop! Whoop! I gotta get it into the right. Because that's one thing that's always gonna be the same about her. Is that she carries around a parasol. So yeah, I'm calling this an umbrella because I'm using it but a parasol is more of the apt term. Because that was the one regret I think I had, because it's like I didn't get a parasol when I went to Williamsburg. I ended up going to Williamsburg a long time ago for a vacation, and I did end up getting myself a parasol. And, it actually kind of really sucks now, because I wish I did get myself one. But, but at the same time, the one thing I can say that makes it, I guess, kind of good that I didn't get one is the fact that it would have been probably, I think it would have been a child-size one, because I was just a kid when I went, so. Anyway. I gotta move her down more because she is, I'm gonna make the canvas size a little bigger. .48 by 46. Woo! I think I put one too many zeros in that. There we go. Are you using Toon Brome to make this animation? I'm using clipstudiopaint. Oh, 1 second. Ignore such tingling chime noise. It's just the, I don't know what it is. It's a notification on my phone. Okay, there you go. No, but I'm using clipstudiopaint. I guess I was thrown off because you called it an animation. I'm not sure if this would qualify as an animation because I'm just recording myself drawing. And I realized I did my best to get that hand right, but it ain't right at all. So I gotta fix that in the sketch. I can put the lines in the there we go. There we go. This is probably not the way I should fix her arm, but it's the way I'm doing it just the same. And there goes my dogs. Oh, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I let out my dogs, but I had to let them back in because they were barking and it's too early to bark. Oh, he thought I was okay. No, I'm just drawing an illustration. Doggo, bow, bow, bow. Yes, they bow, bow, bow a lot. Let's see. Poof. My chat's just acting like dogs now. You can hear him licking in the background. Sorry, private information. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go back. But, nope. I do not tell my location. But if you want some information, then I will just say Sheep Haven and leave it at that. I live at Sheep Haven. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Ba, ba, ba. That's a joke, by the way. Because if there is a place called Sheep Haven, I don't want people to think I've actually lived there. Okay, there we go. It's just better to do that. She's from the Dreams of Electric Sheep. Yes, that is very true. I don't know why I ended up making this. I don't think I meant to. But I ended up making this on raster layer. I regret doing that. Should have made it on a vector layer. And there we go. This isn't probably the way you do this. Right now, to just talk, because I think I've said everything I need to say right now about this drawing. Right now, I'm watching, for the first time ever, my throat! 1 second. Water. I'm watching the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. I've never watched them. And my brother has not watched the first 2 extended cut. He went to the theater to go see the 3rd one because it was out. And I wanted to see it, but I'm like, nope, it was too late and it was too long. So I'm like, nope. Not for me. So even though I did change her like, she's not like muscular at all now in my newer version. But she is she's still gonna have a decent size chest, so to speak. There we go. And there we go. That's more in line. Okay. I fell asleep while watching Lord of the Rings. Yes, it is long. Me and my brother are watching it in portions, though. So it's not all at once. And I gotta say, I'm really loving it. It's like, because it's like, it feels like I'm experiencing Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is one of my favorite movies of all time. The second one's my most favorite out of all of them, although I do like number 3 a lot. Number 1 is okay. I mean, it's not okay. It is on my favorite list. But it is my least favorite. And, it's just like, it's like watching them all over again, and it's like, it's such a nice experience. Okay, I'm gonna make the umbrella disappear for a bit. Anyway, what's your favorite video game? Favorite video game? It's not even a question. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That is my favorite video game of all time. It's the one video game I'm actually good at. I don't suck at. There are other video games that I like Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance. And when you're not talking about Kingdom Hearts, I like Automa games. Visual novels. Anyway, Spaz the Space Wizard says, I do streams myself reading a book. I should read Lord of the Rings, or is it wrong to try to pick up girls? I should read Lord of the Rings, or is it wrong to try to pick up girls in dungeon? Which sounds better? Well, those are like completely. Yes, I have played. Let me answer. I'm getting distracted by the questions. Well, I mean, those are two completely different things, so I think it's more what you're in the mood for. One's like, you know, isekai manga, and then one's a classic book that's been, that's sold a lot of copies and has been translated in a lot of languages. So it's like, I think it's more of what you want to go for in the vibe. Like, do you want to go for more of, what do you, like, what are you going for? I think that's what I would say. Anyway, have you played Persona 5? Yes, I have played Persona 5, the Royal. I like a lot of parts of it. There's some things I don't like about it, mainly the personas. I don't like how some of them are quite made after, like, certain satanic creatures. Not a fan of that, but I do like the plot. And I like the characters. So I can't deny that. And I love the designs and the art. One interesting bit of Lord of the Rings is Peter Jackson insisted they weren't making a fantasy film, but a history film. Well, I mean, in a way, when you get down to it, Tolkien did want his story to be a replacement. I mean, I don't think he would use the word replacement, but he wanted to make it lore for Europe, since it didn't have any. Oh, Damachi isn't an isekai? Oh, it's fantasy with an RPG element. Okay, I got that wrong. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never watched it. I assumed it was an isekai. You're talking about that one was the... Let me see. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Okay, I got the right one in my head. I just thought that, it was an isekai, though. Yeah, I just assumed that it was an isekai, because it kind of looks like one. Also, Saruman's armor was bathed in the acid to give it a burnt evil look. Cool. Yeah, my brother owns the extended editions on Blu-ray, and they come with, like, the appendices. So I guess it's like a whole long roundabout of the making. There we go. Get rid of the black fill. And there we, just delete the ruler. It's getting in the way, and I'm not going to use it. I think that's all. I think we did a sketch. Sad to say, I haven't got a proper fantasy film in a bit. I'm enjoying Goblin Slayer Knowledge, though. The D&D film was too much MCU and goofy. I know some people did like it, but other people had problems with it. I haven't seen it. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons kind of girl, so I didn't really have, a desire to see it. I don't think I'll work on you yet today. I'll just do Kaila. So I'll stick with her. I'm gonna make the umbrella disappear, and then I'll start doing the line art. I like Freya. Freya. Are you talking about is she a character from the dungeon game? I mean, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon, or is it or is she are you talking about Freyrin from Freyrin at the Journey's End? Kaila. No, wait, actually, I got these labeled backwards. Line art, and then label this Kaila. Freya from Damachi. She is bi. Well, let's see what she looks like. I'm actually curious now. Is it wrong to... Freya. Oh, yeah, I know. Oof, yep. That is a design and a half. I am aware of her. I was wondering what she was from, because it's like, it's kind of hard. It's like you don't have to see it much to remember it. That's why I don't watch that anime. It's a little too much for me, folks. I don't like things with an absurd amount of fan service. So, fun fact, before I had a tablet, I had to use this wasn't saying aside, I had to use a line art tool, and I had to go like that. Oh my goodness. How did I ever do that? I have no idea. It's so much more easier using tablets. Not that you can't make decent line art with a mouse, but I don't want to do it that way again. Anyway, oddly enough, was surprised that P5 chose to use Matagan demons from the Personas. Granted, the previous entire games did the same, but they had more focus on the OG designs for the enemy in main Personas. I feel ya, don't really care for modern DNA stuff, but Goblin Slayer was cool. I watched the first episode of Goblin Slayer, but I fast forwarded for a lot of it, and it was a mistake. Not for me. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Like, I regret watching it. The only reason why I actually did watch it, though, is because everyone was having a hissy fit about it. And it's just like, I watched Rising... The entire reason why I watched Rising of the Shield Hero is because everyone was having a hissy fit about it. But then, like I said a gazillion times before, it kind of just goes meh after the trial episode. Because I think it just kind of lost what got me attracted to it at first. And it just seems like more generic isekai.
Happy birthday, Mara. Can you make a copy of both sides?
I'll do it later.
I gotta go to the bank.
Okay, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
1 second.
Thank you.
Shh. Okay. I'm still here. I'm
not leaving that check sitting there. $5,000.
Shut up.
I'll do it.
Okay. Yeek. Yeek, yeek. sorry about that. My dad asked me to do something for him. I understand why the DLC came off as memey, but I would have... Oh, the chat got way ahead of me. I understand why DMD came off memey, but I would prefer something Conan or even Narnia. The original Narnia films were great. The Northman was good, but it was kind of different film. I think I remember I saw that. He liked it. It's cool. I also like how Goblin Slayer isn't based off an RPG game logic. He actually finds clever ways to utilize magic and tools to help him overcome numerous challenges. Would love to make a film about a small fort holding off against demonic onslaught. That actually sounds cool. All while using tactics of pike and shot warfare. Hope to get it done one day, putting money aside for it. Oh, that would be cool. That'd be so cool. Oh, no problem if you don't like it, Sheep. I would suggest stories after episode 1, but I understand. You may like it more, though. Episode 1 serves more as tone setter, because the show more about Slayer basically becoming close to his mistress. Is also, at least is getting expansion. Trench Tales is near being demo release. Release Warlord Britannia Dev is making a sequel in Japan's warning state period. Okay. Also, if you get a chance to look up Sword Maiden from Goblin Slayer. Your dogs can howdy not know. Yes. Big sheep. Big sheep. Let me just tell him I'm ready. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry for the big words, little sheep. Well, there is a meta joke about how gods are rolling dice about their heroes. And he was just an average character with really normal stats. You know the film Black Cauldron? I know it. Wait, didn't Disney have Narnia exhibit at the parks? I'm not sure if they still do. So, the first 2 movies were made by Disney, and they were great, actually. I loved them. I wouldn't trust Disney to do anything like that anymore nowadays, but the first 2 were really good, and I liked them. I haven't seen the third one in a long time, and it wasn't as good. It wasn't made by Disney, because I think Disney lost the rights, or they weren't interested. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Copy both sides.
I don't know how they work, but I know that Disney just didn't, I know that, they did end up making the, third one, and I don't know, there's just something about it that kind of seemed weird. Like I said, I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago. I haven't seen it recently. But I really do like the first ones, and the first 2, and it's like, was really... It was, really something. I think it was like a nice... I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Let me... One second. Let me see if this is... done.
That's good. Thank you.
There we go. Away with you, big sheep now. Gone. There we go. I did the situation. Now I can focus back solely onto the stream. Anyway. Well, there's a minute. Okay, we're at that. So anyway, yeah, they did have an attraction for Narnia a long time ago. I actually went to Disney World when that attraction was there. Or at least Prince Caspian was there, because we got a photo of the Prince Caspian actor. Not the real actor, but he was like, you know. At least I don't think it was the real actor. No, I don't think so. Anyway, we got a picture with the Disney park, and I got to hold the sword. That was cool. But I don't think that's there anymore. Anyway, yeah, I don't think it's there anymore. They did free films. Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and the one was The Big Boat. Yeah, The Dawn Traders, but that wasn't made by Disney. Bow bow, big sheep. Are you a good artist? I don't know. I guess I'm a mid-artist. There are things that I do good, and there are things that I definitely need help with, like when it comes to anatomy and pose making and such like that. And I can't do backgrounds really good. I'm still working on them. And I don't have confidence. And when I'm drawing like a new character that I've never drawn before, I need practice at it. That's one reason why I don't feel confident about doing commissions. Although I have done commissions before. I just realized I'm using way too thick of a brush. Funny. Okay, I'm just gonna erase that all because I was using the cast member. No confidence. Corona the dog. Corona the dog. Anyway, let's draw a little bit and then I'll get caught up with chat in a second. Trying to see if there's anything else that I wanted. Oh yeah, that was something. I was watching the actress who's playing I don't know her name, but the Wicked Witch of the West in that new movie Wicked spurred out because she didn't like a fan edit of the poster, and it wasn't supposed to be malicious. It's just a reference to the original Broadway poster, and it's like she didn't even seem like she was quote unquote, like it just seemed like it was all just performative outrage. I could be wrong about that, but it's just like you're scaring off the people who actually want to see your movie. I think you're putting a sour taste in people's mouth. And it's just like, it seems like no matter what, that's always like how it has to be. They always have to scare away the fans. Like it's like with the Snow White film. It's like, I wouldn't go to see Snow White film anyway, but it's like, they had the actor say it's like just once, you cannot, like, for real, can you just once in your life, like, is it even possible for you just to not say anything for once and just leave it at be? Because, like I said, I mean, in the case of Snow White, I wouldn't go to see it anyway because I just don't like any live action remake of the Disney one. But it's just like, it got so much worse because Rachel Zegler opened her mouth. And it's just like, I feel like it's almost like they want you to hate their stuff. Anyway, actually there is one really fun fantasy show that has gone under the radar called Gallivant, a comedy musical that honestly does better medieval fantasy than some other shows we won't mention from recent times. I know which one you're talking about. I know which one I think you're talking about. I haven't watched it, but I watched plenty of reviews on it. I might actually give it a little watch right now because I have Prime, if you're talking about that one. Just to see. But I'm going to watch one episode without context. I don't know. Maybe I should watch the first one because then, like, if I complain about something, people will say, well, it's because you don't have context. It's like, if I watch the first one, then it's like, there'll be no excuse. But it's like, I'd rather just watch the last one, I think, of season 2. Of the show that shall not be named. Oh, thank you, Leah. You're a great artist, and your manga chapter is what pushed me into buying clipstudiopaint. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You mean War of the Rings? I actually forgot that show existed. Yes, we will not be mentioning that show, but, I definitely don't like... I think it's funny because it's like, they're like, we need to add a female and make her do things explored in the book because it's like, because then it will be better. It's like, if you don't like the original, like, it's like, if you want that, then just don't, I could go on and on and on, I won't, but in short, I'm just like, if you want a story where a female fights, why don't you just buy or make a story where a female fights? They don't do that, though. They don't do that. They want an IP that's got something attached to it because they think they'll get their money with it, and they do everything in their power to ruin things. Before... Because so it's like, even people who would probably give you a chance, it's like, they're now turned off because you won't keep your stupid trap shut. I would have still probably not gone seeing Wicked, though. That is one thing I will say, just because, one, I haven't seen the book or the play, so I would want to see that because I'm just so over the bad guy was a good guy all along. They were just misunderstood. I'm so tired of that trope. I hate it. But I know at the same time Wicked was one of the first to actually do that, and was a long time ago, and just now being turned into a movie. So I'm understanding of that. But I would need to see the original first, so that way I can fairly judge it. Because I feel like if I just saw the modern the modern movie to come out in November, I would be too hard on it. And I think I would give a little too unfair criticism. But another reason why I wouldn't go to see it is it's so long. It's going to be like, what, 3 hours? I think. And it's just like, my goodness. I can't go to the theater at night anymore, hardly at all. Like, yesterday I went to the theater to go see My Hero Academia Your Next film again, because I really did enjoy it, and I wanted to go see it with my brother this time. He liked it. He doesn't watch My Hero Academia, though, so he didn't have any context, really. But he thought it was fun. Anyway, and, when I got out of the theater at 5, and it was still light outside right now, but I was toast. I wanted to go home. I don't like going out. But I don't like also being at the theater for a long time. My butt can't take being in the seat for so long. So it's just like, nope. That's why I didn't go see Oppenheimer, because it's like, it's too long. That is way too long. The longest movie I went to go see in theaters, and to be honest, I don't think I would see it again. Like if it came out today, it would be Endgame. That was the longest one I've seen in theaters. Anyway. Ah! To the OG poster. Probably never cared for Wicked, but that kind of stuff makes me legit void. Yeah, exactly. It turns you off. And, like, I'm not sure how that fan who did that fan edit was, but, here, let me, see if I can, oh, balloons. Let me see if I can see what. I like that meme. Fun pack, Peru has different variations of potatoes. Sam. I can't find it. Oh, wait. Let me, think. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I had to go. They edit the poster, because this poster is supposed to be a reference to the Broadway play poster, and then one person edited it to look like, this, and I guess she thought it was, I don't know, offensive, but it's just like, it's just supposed to look like that. And it's just like, I don't think it was meant, it was just meant to look like that, because they thought it would look more fun. And it's like, I don't know, that was me, and I got, like, if someone, like, I wouldn't want to go see the film. That would totally turn me off, because it's just like, nope. But like I said, I would have not gone to see it anyway, because I haven't seen the original, and I can't sit in the theater that long, so I'll probably see it, like, when it comes out of theaters. Probably, anyway, Little Sheep, look up Company of Outcome, and you will see how art of advertising has seldom died. Okay, I'll look that up in a second. Akam famously pulled a stunt like name your son Torque on legal paperwork for a copy of a game in 500. Okay, I have no idea what this is referencing. I mean, name, but yeah, Torque is a cool dude. I will remember Witcher and how they made the Scotch armor. I can't pronounce that. Nilfgaardian. Nilfgaardian. The game was downright beautiful. Why they made the crumble of bland stuff in the show is beyond me. If you get a chance, look up the Nilfgaardian armor. You want me to look up too many things? Okay, I'll look them up. 3 Hours is Nuts musical. Yeah, I forget the exact time. Let me look that up actually right now. Let me look up everything that you guys said. Witcher armor, Nilfgaard. Okay. I guess is this what it's supposed to look like? I don't know which one's the right one, but they look cool. Although this one kind of looks like it's... Was that what it's supposed to look like, and that's what it looked like? Because that kind of looked like compressed... It kind of looks like, a compressed can. I don't know. It looks a little weird. Anyway, what else did you say you want me to look up? I'll look up that later. I don't know what that is. Wicked runtime. That's what I was going to look up. Wicked runtime movie 2024. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Like, it's not okay. It's not 3 hours, but that is long, and I'm just like, nope. Add in a Barbie double feature. That sounds like 5 hours. Oh, let me introduce you to Love Exposure, a 4-hour film with a director's cut that comes in just above 6 hours. Barbie Hammer, double feature, Rema Panda. I think we're just not talking about movies that are low. Speaking of, yeah, I think it's just people, it just kind of takes, I can't forget my brain's spinning out of control. Yeah, I think it's people just kind of take it personal. Yeah. And like I said, even if you did take it, it's like, it wasn't meant to, it was just meant to, like, do that. It's not like they, it's not like they made pictures of Halle Berry's Little Mermaid, like that one Chinese edit where they made her white. Like that, I could understand being offended by that. Like, I didn't like the Little Mermaid live action remake, but I wouldn't do that. That's me in my opinion. Speaking of, Akon also did Shadow Man promo and put an ad on a grave. Wait, what? You put an ad on a grave? Man. I think that's capitalism gone too far. I probably totally misunderstood what you're saying. Anyway, I gotta get to drawing this because I'm spending more time talking. Yeah, the show made some weird armor. Believe me, though, Love Exposure is an Odyssey film. Honestly, that film could have been 10 hours. I don't know if it will get better or worse. It's a version of a film. Can't say I was bored. Wasn't, the Elizabeth Taylor, Cleopatra movie supposed to be really long? If I remember correctly. I haven't watched that yet. I think it got cut down, too. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm not 100% sure. There was some fan art that made where they did it using OG aerial design, and some people got mad. That was how unhinged Aclam. I don't know what Aclam is. I don't know. Wait, you guys aren't talking about that one hentai show, are you? Like Aiken? Oh, I hope not. That was... I didn't watch that. But I know of it. I don't know. I don't know what everyone's talking about. I'm gonna try to see if I can finish the line art, and then I will probably stop. And I probably will finish this drawing in stream. So when next time I stream art, I'll probably come back to this drawing. So that way, because I am having fun doing this on stream, and I want to show you guys the progress of it. But I don't want to wait too long to finish it, so I'll probably have to go back to streaming. I'll have to probably do a never stream real soon then. They would pull stunts and they got trouble for being tasteless with Shadow Man promos. Oh, okay, so this was someone else who put, at first I thought you were saying you did that. I mean, I didn't think you, but I don't know. I don't know what I think. I turned 27 and my brain went boop and went fried. A woman spending more time talking? No, be realistic. Women don't do that. Acom was a company that produced Acclaim. Pronounced Acclaim. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, I wasn't old enough to work at Acclaim. Okay. I understand now. I finally understand. I didn't know what anyone was talking about. Yes, I've heard of Akin Club, but never have watched it, never will watch it, never have any interest in watching anything like that. But no, I have heard of it. I guess I should give her a vest. What do you guys think? Should I give her a vest like she has, or should I just make it a white shirt? Ow, my arm! I think I damaged it! Ah! I rolled down! Shoot. There we go. Actually, wait now. I think this is kind of like the same experience when, Rika Tanaka, or was it Naokadoka? I remember both their names, but I forget which one was the artist and which one was the illustrator. I think Rika Tanaka was the illustrator of Kalala Princess. I have the book right here. Let me see. Manga, Kalala Princess. I got it backwards. Rika Tanaka was the author. Now Kadoka was the illustrator. She redesigned Kalala, so originally she had like a figure, but when she tried to do something different, it was like too different. So in the end, it was like, okay, who are you? So in the end, she just ended up doing something that was basically the same of what she had. I actually kind of don't like Kalala's redesign. The only thing that changed was her hair. It's less thicker now. And I actually kind of like the thicker hair. There we go. Wait, yeah. The little sheep has discovered knowledge. Not all the knowledge, but I've discovered some knowledge. Oh, Victor that was from Gossick. That was never an inspiration for her, but that wasn't until later on, though. Shoot. I gotta get this line just right. And there we go. I feel like that artist who was trying to make Hercules' bust on a vase, on a fresque or whatever, and he kept telling him not to move, but he kept moving, and then by the time after he got messed up, he just scribbled it up and said, "I quit." that movie. It's one of my favorites. Definitely probably my favorite non-Disney princess. One of my non-favorite Disney princess films. I mean, obviously my favorite non-Disney princess films are Winnie the Pooh and Dumbo. Dumbo first and then Winnie the Pooh. Although, movie Bambi is definitely growing on me. That was my Grammy's favorite. I'm gonna look at chat again to see what you guys are up to, because I feel like you're committing war crimes every time I don't look at you. War crimes. So many war crimes. All I know of it kind of is big boing. Speaking of thoughts on Kill la Kill, cool concept, way too much fan service. So I didn't end up getting past the first episode. It wasn't for me. Oh, I already technically drew the sleeve. Which one do I like better? I think I like this one better. So, let's get rid of that. I think a vest would be cute, but it's up to you. I need to rewatch Hercules. I still find it funny that the Spanish dub had Ricky Martin in the cast for Hercules. I don't know who Ricky Martin is. Echo? Is my voice echoing? I don't know why. It was echoing last time, but this time I'm not. Someone was saying that it was echoing last time, Wads was, and I ended up trying to fix it, but all I did was I turned off my microphone. I actually thought I would have to stop my stream that time and restart it. Luckily I didn't, but apparently it happened this time, so I guess it's just a thing. Voice is fine now. Have you seen Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust? I saw one of the Vampire Hunter Ds. Is there more than one? I know I saw a Vampire Hunter D. If there's more than one, then I don't know which one I saw. But if there's only one, like, movie, then, I, haven't seen it. It was okay. Wasn't really. It wasn't, like, bad. I just kind of found it boring, to be honest. It's a Thing of Beauty. Very funny show, and the antagonist was both vile yet a baddie. I'm guessing you're talking about Kill la Kill. Well, the Kill la Kill's villain, I've never watched Kill la Kill, but I do know the villain, and she was actually somewhat of an inspiration for the main villain in Revolution in Full Color. Actually, because of the direction that Revolution in Full Color ended up going, I'm actually going to change some things of Tales of Hollis, because now they'll be too a little similar, and I think they work better for Revolution. It's like, well, why don't you just change Revolution Full Color then? But it's like, I like the ideas for Revolution Full Color, And I actually don't mind taking Tales of Hollows into a different direction. Like, straight off a cliff. Different direction. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is the second attempt and is the one with the vampires taking the woman and D chasing them alongside a band of vampire hunters. I think that's actually the one I saw. You probably saw the first film. I highly suggest the second film. Yeah, but when you describe the plot, I think I saw the second film. Aren't there only two? I don't know. My brother picked it out. He was the one who got it all set up, and he was the one who was familiar with it. So you'll have to ask Nora. He knows. Nora has all the information, at least when it comes to that, because that's all he knows. You guys know that one GIF meme of the Psyduck being hit? That's my brother. That's an accurate representation of him. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna... I added the cross ribbons on here, but I don't think I'm going to do that just because it'd be too hard. Do I have the cross... I do have them here, but again, I just think it'll be... Let me draw it, and then I'll see. If I do, I'll do it when I color it. To be fair, both films have similar themes, outcomes. First film is a farm girl, while Bloodlust, it has a princess-like girl. Then yeah, I think it was number 2. Yeah, I think it was number 2 that I saw. But I don't know. There we go. Erase, 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 erase. And there we go. I don't think I'm going to do the line art for the umbrella just because that would probably take too long. And it's already taken me a long time to do the line art for this. You've ever seen Lupin the Third? No, but it is on my watch list. Okay, let me just save you guys the trouble here now. Here's the anime movies I have seen. I've seen almost every Studio Ghibli film except for Pamponkai and The Neighbors and the Yamaguchis, and The Witch of Earwig, or whatever it's called. The one that's CGI. I have no interest in really seeing that one, because I like Studio Ghibli for its 2D animation. I have no desire to see a 3D animated thing. I have seen Malkia, The Promised Flower Blues. I've seen, I think, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. I think it was that one. I have seen the Fullmetal Alchemist movies, both of them. I've seen all 4 My Hero Academia movies. I have seen Sword Online or Nail Scale. I've seen Padme Inverted. I've seen The Girl Who Leaves for Time. I've seen most Makoto Shinkai film. I've seen The Girl Who Leaves for Time. I said Makoto Shinkai, and I'm talking about Mamoru Hosoda. I've seen The Girl Who Leaves for Time, The Boy and the Beast. I've seen, Belle. I've seen Garden of Words, which is like an OVA movie. I've seen Your Name. I've seen Whatever With You. I've seen Suzume. Love Suzume. I saw Girl Who Leads Through Time. I've seen parts of Summer War. I've seen Pokemon 1, 2, 3, and the movie was Darkrai in it, and the movie was Jirachi, and the movie was Zoroark in it. And I've seen, darn it, I've seen, I know there's a few more, but, like, that's, like, off the top of my head, the anime movies that I've seen. I wanted to see Look Back, but that was airing later at night in theaters, so I couldn't. I turned into a pumpkin, so it's like I couldn't go. Anyway, let's look back at the war crimes. The CGI Studio Ghibli film is weird. The animation is weird, and the story is just not resolved. Conquer of Shambhala and Sacred Star Mules? Yes, both of them. Suzume? Yes, Suzume is a Makoto Shinkai film. Made by the same director of Garden of Words and Your Name. And... oh, that was my dog snoring. I was like, what the heck is that? It sounded like it was some creepy golem voice saying my name, but then I realized it was my dog snoring. Like, what? What is this? It's like, can't you, God? Because you wouldn't sound like that. Anyway, I'm sorry. The list is long. I'm tired. You said... oh, I'm sorry. You said you watched Studio Ghibli films? Studio Ghibli? No, I said I watched almost every Studio Ghibli film. That's what I meant. That's what I don't know if I said that or if I meant to say that, but that's what I mean, is I saw almost every Studio Ghibli film. But have you seen Digimon films? Nope. I want to actually... there's one of them I actually want to see. It's within the cast that are older. But I never got around to it. I never finished the original Digimon because guess what? Nora Vanguard wouldn't get to it. So I never seen the original Digimon. I've seen, most of the one, what's that one? I forget which one it is, but it has an older cast. Gotta look it up. I've seen the original Digimon, but I didn't finish it. And I've seen, that one. That one right in the middle of that. Data Squad. I've seen Data Squad. I did see all of that, and I saw the original one. That one right there. That's the only Digimons I've seen. But I didn't finish the original one because my my brother never got around to it. And we were watching it together. And to be honest, it wasn't like I was that interested in it. Oh, hey, Dogly Boss. Summer Wars was cool, not gonna lie. I didn't see all of it. I saw parts of it though. My brother really likes it though. What's your favorite non-classical piece that isn't more well known? Classical piece of music? What's your favorite? Oh, what's your favorite classical piece that isn't more well known? I don't know because I'm not really, I listen to a lot of classic music, but I'm not like really into this whole entire zeit. So I don't know what would be considered non, I think most of the ones I like are very standard. BT Dub's boss, you got any fun stories? I'm not sure if my stories are appropriate for the stream. Probably not. I like to keep things a little bit more PG here. And definitely not, in the ways of anything that would be, like, quote-unquote political. But I do try to keep things PG. I know, Castle of... Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Cagliostro is technically a Ghibli film, but I highly recommend you watching Lupin the Third as well. I do want to watch it. It is on my list. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. That's another one that's on my wish. And also Akira. Oh, I haven't seen Perfect Blue. I'm not... I think it's a little too hard for me, so I'm not sure. I'm still debating. I want to see it, but just because of how classic it is, but I think it's got a look, it's like, I don't think I can. So it's like, I'm debating. This is Christmas music. I think they go by Try. The Adventure OVAs. I'm guessing that's referring. PG Boss. PG Children Studio Ghibli tier. Data Squad. I recall seeing one episode or two. Adventure, aka season 1, is good though. I like the lady's design. Oh, thank you. She's my original character, Kaila Laciteyen. Hello, Andrea Cole. Oh, thank you for the birthday wish. I'm getting caught up with chat. I'm way behind it. Well, if I continue the question of movies, have you seen any historical films? Set 300, films. 300, Kingdom of Heaven, Man in the Iron Mask. I've seen Pride and Prejudice. I've seen, Wuthering Heights, the TV special movie. I've seen, The Robe. I've seen The Ten Commandments. I've not seen Ben-Hur. I want to see Ben-Hur. I've seen... Would you count Titanic as a historical film? I've seen that. I've seen Night to Remember. That one's definitely more historical than Titanic. I just saw that one recently, and that's actually what set me down my entire maritime sea studies and such, because I wanted to look up videos on Titanic, and next thing you know, I went down the complete maritime rabbit hole, and now I'm completely lost, and it's become my entire identity. I don't know if those frills should be in front of her hand or behind it. Chat's going too fast. Howdy, Tanuki. No worries. We'll behave. Hope you're okay, that's referring to that. PG, like Big Chungus, is Big Chungus political? I said I try. I'm not always in the realm of PG. I try to keep it PG. That doesn't mean I always do. But then again, I guess, but if your standard, it depends on what your standards are, because so many movies that are PG-13 now, they would have been PG back in the day. It's like, does PG even mean anything? Because PG's basically become the new G. There's no reason for Frozen to be PG. Like, at least with Tangled, Flynn gets stabbed. Or Eugene, whatever you want to call him. I know his name's Eugene, but I like the name Flynn better. I'm sorry. Yeah, he gets stabbed, so at least that makes a little bit more sense. Meanwhile, Frozen, they got, like, what, 1 foot joke? But kids don't even understand that, and there are TV shows that have that. Well, at least they did. Oh, hey, Mabel! Complete 180, huh? Call up your last girlfriend. You may be... Don't worry, I hope you have a good birthday. The drawing looks great so far. Like Indiana Jones, always remember that Wizards by Ralph Bakshi was PG, that film. PG-rated films will never reach the heights of The Brave Little Toaster. I love The Brave Little Toaster. I watched that when I was younger. I haven't watched it recently, but I actually really do love it. The song Worthless is peak. I love it. Anyway, I missed this one. I just know Boss introduced me to some interesting Persona fanfictions. Oh, those sound... I don't even want to know. Mine are less political and more sad, illicit. Things aside, I'm perfectly fine with PG chat. I actually think it's refreshing. Ben-Hur? I barely knew her. So you've seen the Banana Hammock movie 300? I've seen Pride and Prejudice. No, I haven't seen 300. Okay, I think I got completely up chat with chat. I think... Oh, wait, no. I just realized I'm trying to figure out how this would... Okay, yeah, her arm wouldn't be in front of her jacket, so I actually need to make the arm disappear. Or would it? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I think actually her arm would be. Okay. And people pretty much agreed, I think, earlier that, yes, the vest needs to stay. So I'm going to put the vest there. And to be honest, I like the vest too. How many people? 1 second. I'm actually curious. Stream cover. Put that on for a minute. 7. Okay, I've had more. It just feels like it just feels kind of like more people are here today. I don't know. But then again, Riot Kitty and Wads, they left. So they were here. I have no idea how people keep up with larger chats than this. Because I'm having trouble keeping up with this. But then again, I guess they don't. I guess if it gets larger, it just kind of comes big conglomerate. I don't know the word. I don't know words at this time of morning. But it just becomes one big homogenous group. That's what I'm trying to say. Homogenous. I guess they don't really keep track of it. That's why people have super chats. It's best if you don't know about those stories. Also, my wife is mostly to blame for the knowledge of those. A guilty pleasure film of mine, if we're taking Frank Miller, is The Spirit. If we're talking Frank Miller, is The Spirit. Oh, I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I'm very picky about the movies I watch. I don't watch the things with much violence or much sex and nudity or profanity. I don't like stuff that has that. I mean, there will be exceptions to the rules, but I definitely like to stay in that category. I want to say the most like if it's if it's anime, then I'll watch a little bit more things that got like violence in it because it doesn't bother me as much because it's animated. But if we're talking about live action, then it's I think I think I said this one time, but I think the most violent thing I've seen is Five Nights at Freddy 2. And most of that violence was implied, but it was too much for me. But then again, now that I'm thinking of it, I mean, it wasn't like the same type of violence, but certain episodes of the TV show Little House on the Prairie got pretty violent. Because one character's face gets torn up by a bear. And for some reason, he still has a face after that. I don't know how they worked that out. That show is so weird. Has anybody watched that show, Little House on the Prairie? This is Michael Landon, Melissa Gilbert, Victor French. I forget some of the other actors' names in it. I've been watching Sailor Moon with my sister and my niece, and I'm getting flashbacks of when my sister would force me to watch it with her back in the day. I watched the original Sailor Moon, and I've watched Crystal. I do not like Crystal, really, at all. I don't like Crystal. I do like the animation, like, of Season 3. I like the change. Season 1's animation looked weird. Or does it... same thing with... Or was it Season 2 when it changed? I don't know. I think it was Season 3. But Crystal got really snubbed, if I remember correctly. But I don't like anything past Season 3, and I don't even really like the original one anymore, because I went back and I'm just like, I want to like it. I do. There's some parts of it that I think are really nice, but then there are other parts that's just like, nope. I don't like this. I don't like this. And if anyone knows me personally, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But even some of the other things, like, I don't... Like, even some of the things, like, I think I would like the relationship between Damien and Sailor Moon. I'm just like, or whatever, and Demian, whatever his name is. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't like it. And I'm like, I should like it, because some of it's stuff, because it's pretty. I think Sailor Moon's very beautiful, but, I just don't. I don't like it. It is quote-unquote the godfather of anime that I do not like. But, one of my friends who loves Sailor Moon, I just found out that she doesn't like Fullmetal Alchemist. Either one of them, so I guess we're even there. I said I was gonna finish the line art, but I'm not sure if I will be able to, because it's getting late. How long have I been streaming? Oh, I've only been streaming it's been 2 hours, so yeah. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, boys. Speed it up. Yes, I know you're not all boys. Oh, chat's been moving. He did anyway, it was, Frank Miller did it, because his friend died. He didn't do a great job, but it was from Point of Love. Oh, that sounds nice. South Park movie was my favorite. I never watched that. I've only watched one episode of, South Park in my life. And it was the episode making fun of Meghan Markle. That was funny, actually. But that's the only episode I've watched. got a little too much adult humor in there for my taste. I still thought The Spirit was cool. Also, Tomb Raider was Angelina Jolie. I've never seen that. I've heard mixed things about that. Like, a lot of people said it was bad, but I think now a lot of people say it's their guilty pleasure or just something, it's a nice corny movie that they like. But I've also heard some people say good things about it. I need to ask my friend, actually, now. The one who lives in Spain. She loves Tomb Raider, so I actually need to see if she's seen that. Okay. There we go. If you want a nice violent film that is more brutal and less gore, look up the Raid. Look up The Raid. The fighting in that film is excellent. That doesn't sound like it'd be for me. He got better. I recall seeing snippets. I have vague memories of watching it. I guess I legit wonder why people don't resonate with Crystal. Crystal. Is it the age? Darian. I thought his name was Demian. I don't know. I find it insists upon itself. I'm assuming we're all talking about Sailor Moon. Or are we talking about Tomb Raider? I don't know. Tomb Raider was Angelina Jolie is a pretty solid film. I enjoyed it, and the sequel. Some dated CG, but it has a faithful film adaptation, all things considering. I've never seen Cradle of Light, but I'm not sure if Cradle was bad or better, but I think it bombed. It was the one that bombed compared to the first one. Yeah, I've never seen any of them, so I have no context. But to answer your question of why Crystal did not resonate with people, I did see this one video. It was actually a pretty parody. It was of Sailor Moon, Crystal Moon Pride parody of what her going through the reasons of why she didn't like Sailor Moon Crystal. And I think the biggest reasons why a lot of people didn't like it is because plot points were rushed. And yeah, it was rushed. And the animation in Sailor Moon Crystal Season 1 and 2 was awful. And the faces looked wonk. Like, there's some things, like, they were trying to go for a real pretty Sojo-esque style, but they just couldn't. It was a web series. The episodes kept on getting delayed and such, and the animation just looked awful in Season 1 for 2. And, like I said, things were rushed. And they take out certain things and change it, and you're thinking, oh, they're going into a new direction, but then they're not. So that was just weird to people. And then also just the fact that they didn't like the way certain characters were handled. I saw a Never review, and this person, she did like the manga. Like, the one who did the Moon Pride parody song review. I don't think she saw the original, but the manga, but she saw the original and she liked it, and she didn't like the Crystal. But the other one, she did see the manga, and she didn't like it. Because I'm not sure what she thought of Season 3, though, because at the time only Season 1 and 2 were out. And like they just said, oh, we'll fix the problems in the Blu-ray, but they didn't. They didn't fix them. There we go. It insists upon itself, the sheep of Sailor Moon. I like the first one, but okay, I read that. Endymion is the prince, but I'm going with the Dick Dub, where they call him Darien. Oh, that's why I keep getting his name mixed up. In the dub, they call him Darien, and then his name is Mamoru. That's it. Okay. Thank you. You reminded me of that. Because I totally forgot that. Because I was like, why do I keep getting the name Darien in my head? Damien and Darien in my head. It's like, I don't think that's his name. That makes sense. Because I forgot they changed some of the names. They didn't change them much, though, because, so I remember Usagi's name was changed to Serena, which is obviously not that different from Serenity, which is her moon name, and they kept Serenity the same. And they changed Minako to Mina. No, they changed Minako to Mina, and Ami to Amy, and I think Ray was the same, but they spelled it differently. They spelled it the American way instead of the English way. And Makoto, she had the most different name. Her name was changed to Lita. I gotta make the frills disappear. I'm not sure if this is the way I should be doing this best. I think actually what I'm gonna do is just make it straight. I was gonna make like a tail vest, but I'm just gonna like... There we go. Is that good? Okay, back to chat. Chat is going with the wind. All over the place. Fun fact, the nerd is called Melvin in the Dick Dub. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know his Japanese name actually. Totally boss redacted that message, so I do not know what was said. Serena, Bunny, Usagi. 2 disappointing first seasons. Story of everything I like. Ray is Ray. Oh, did they not change Ray? Oh, cousins. They're cousins after all. 1 second. Doggos be barking. Don't bark outside. Don't bark outside. Just chase the squirrel. Don't eat it. Don't eat the squirrel. I gotta make sure my dogs don't eat the squirrel. I forget the Japanese name. Same was Molly. Molly's name was Natsu, I think. Or Narumi? I think it was Narumi. Narumi, I think was her name. Yeah, but the cousins thing, Uranus and Neptune, it's like, okay, if you have the opinion of not being pro-gay relationships, why would you want it changed to be cousins? Because this is how it's going to go down. This is how it's going to go down. Your little girl will be then liking Sailor Moon, and then when they see it in the Japanese version, they'll then get the realization that they're not cousins. Which, even that, it's like, they're, what, a little too close of cousins. But then it's like, okay, let's just say they bought the cousin thing. They then get to reveal the truth, and they find out, oh, they're not cousins. It's like, that doesn't solve, this is why I don't like censorship, because it doesn't accomplish anything. And I think the censorship of today is even worse than the censorship of old, because it pretends like it's better, but it's not. It's just as worse. Melvin, brother the Joker. I don't really know what that meme is referencing, to be honest. I always forget it, but I first heard it in a review by the YouTuber Nostalgia Critic. Just a small little YouTube reviewer. I don't think anyone here has heard of him. I joke. Ow. It was the 90s. But what if they were cousin lovers? Dick killed the old Boston wedding subplot. When I went to season 3, so I watched the Sailor Moon in the dubs because back then they had them all on YouTube actually for free. I watched them in the dubs at first, but then when I got to Sailor Moon season 3, I switched to the sub because it's like, I ain't gonna watch it. Plus, I think they also changed Usagi's voice, and she sounded like an old woman with cancer. But, ironically, she still has more heart and passion than the Viz dub, because the Viz dub, the actors are talented, but I think they were rushed. So there's not very much soul in it, because I remember watching the episode No Thanks, Nurse Mina. I forget what it's called in the Japanese, or maybe that is the Japanese one, I don't know. It's when Minako is trying to take care of them, and I remember laughing my butt off when I saw it in the original dub, but then when I saw it in the Viz dub, it was like, maybe I just wouldn't find it funny now, even in the original dub as an adult. But I do remember, like, and I'm not the only one who thinks that, like, when they compare the dubs, they just think, like, okay, this one's more accurate in some aspects, but it just doesn't seem to have as much heart in it. So it's kind of like, well, what should we do? What should we deal with? I miss anime when it was more niche. I think okay, yeah. I got this completely wrong. I'm thrown off because of her chest. There we go. Because I'm trying to think, it's like, okay, where is everything aligned to? Where do the stars align? Oh wait, no, that's rewriting the stars. That's not stars aligned. I don't know any songs that's referencing stars aligned off the top of my head. I mean, I probably do. I got a gazillion songs on my phone. I one time showed the kids that I babysit for how many songs I had. I told them. Because they were saying, well, don't you have any phone games on your phone? I'm like, nah, I don't really have phone games. I keep more space for music. It's like, how much music do you have? And I said, like, I forget it. It was, like, over 4,000 songs. And they said, that's way too much. And I'm like, probably is. Well, one thing, I like downloading my music and actually physically putting it on my phone because Spotify and YouTube Music suck. I miss Google Music, which allowed you to do that, but then they got rid of it for YouTube Music, and I hate it. Even if YouTube Music was great, I refused to use it just out of spite because it killed Google Music. Because that was my first music app, and on my phone, and I loved it. And I got rid of it. One thing that was funny is that I took screenshots of my playlist so that way I would remember them, and right after I got done doing it, they deleted Google Music, and they replaced it with YouTube Music, and I'm like, well, talk about the nick of time. I still hated it, though. Well, even with Media Player, it used to be music. It used to be something else. I forget what it was called. I think it was just called Music Player, but they replaced it with Media Player, and it deleted all my songs and I playlist, and I hated it. But yeah, that's why I always listen to Media Player. Because I don't like listening to music on YouTube anymore. I like. She was the one who played her in season 3, and season 4. I think it was her. Maybe that's a little. Maybe Old Woman was Cancer is a little harsh, but that's what she sounded like when I remember her. I gotta relook it up. But even, like I said, even her, she had some, like, there was this one scene that I was seeing the comparison. I never saw the episode, but I saw the scene compared to the Viz Media, and it was of her talking about trying to wake up Chibi Moon and Stephanie Shea voice acting the same scene, and I really actually liked it. Stephanie Shea is one of those voice actors. It's like, you gotta be given good direction, and you gotta be bright for the role, because if not, I find your voice kind of annoying. No offense to her. How many songs do you have in Addiction? Yes, I have a music addiction, and I don't know, let's find out. $5,663 songs. And it's about to be even more, because I'm going to put the Sounds of Madness album. I'm going to rip it, because my brother bought that CD, and he lent it to me to rip. I have a wide variety of music. I got children's music. I got Disney music. I've got some metal music. I got some rock music. I got some 1950s music. I've got a whole lot of anime music. I got video game music. I just added a memory card to expand the music. I can't, I don't think my phone takes memory cards now, but if you're talking about the computer, I still got plenty of room on that for more music. But of my old phone, which did have a memory card, I actually filled it up. It was like, I think 32 gigs, and I filled it up with music. It didn't have it didn't even have every song in there. I think I only put like 4,000 of my 5,000 songs on there. Because eventually, like I said, it ran out of room, and there were some songs, like, I didn't need any of my YouTube audio library, so, like, right now I'm listening to my songs from my YouTube audio library, which are songs that I use in my YouTube music videos. My YouTube videos, because I don't like copyrights, and I don't like dealing with them. So, unless I'm going to use something specific, I mostly just use YouTube audio music. So, I didn't really have any need to put any of that on my phone. I did have, like, a few ones on there, because I actually do like some of them, but for the most part, I kept them off. And there goes my dog Goose again. Ooh. Ooh. I'm coming. My arm is broke 6 ways to Sunday. Okay, I said I was going to finish the line art, but this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and it is getting late, so I think I will go. I think what I'll do is I'll just finish off her dress, and then I'll end it. Because, this is going way longer than I thought it would be. I can't tell if it's just because it's taking longer, or if it's because, I keep getting interrupted. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Updates are cancerous. Oh, wow. Maybe... Why use YouTube Music when you can just use the YouTube app and search for music? Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I don't use either now. I used to use the YouTube Music app for any song that I didn't have downloaded, but now I don't because I just downloaded all of them, and I want it on my physical computer because I don't want ads, and I don't want to pay for not having ads. In fact, I don't have ads right now on YouTube because I have an ad blocker, which, for the record, according to sources, they are disabling the ability to use an ad blocker on Google Chrome, which is why I don't use Google Chrome. I use Windows Explorer. But I might use, I might switch over to Brave. Like, I got it right there. But right now I just use Microsoft Edge. I think Amelie uses Microsoft Edge too, and she got roasted in her chat for using it. I'm just like, I use it too. Like, people were helping her with something, and then she's like, what browser are you using? Are you using Firefox? And she's like, I'm using Google Chrome. And it's like, I'm using Microsoft Edge. I don't think too many people use Microsoft Edge. Do you guys use Microsoft Edge, or do you guys use Chrome? Or, what's that other one? Brave, Firefox, Chrome, Edge, oh, darn it. It starts with an O. It starts with an O. But yeah, you have way more songs than I do. That doesn't make me feel so bad. It actually kind of feels like I need to step on my game a little bit. She did sound more like a grandma, yeah. I thought she found it fine. There's some scenes where she actually does pretty good, though. So even though I did say she sounds like an old woman with cancer, there are some scenes that I think she did good. And like I said, I think she actually does better than Stephanie Shea. Referring to Silverman. Happens, I have a groan with Sour with current dub cast. But at one point, I would have liked Jamie Marchi because she has a nice voice. But now I can't. I actually never really cared for Jamie Marchi's voice. And then when I found out she was that type of person, I don't really like her now at all. Same thing with Monica Ryle. Like, I actually did like Monica Ryle in a few roles that other people didn't. And now I'm totally turned off on her. And like, I actually used to like the character Froppy, but since she's played by Monica Ryle, I actually started liking Froppy less just because of that reason, and I feel kind of bad. Froppy was one of my favorites, but just her being played by Monica Ryle totally brainwashed me and turned me off the character. But to be fair, though, with the exception of Monica Ryle, and even with Monica Ryle, I can separate the art from the artist. Like, I still like the Fullmetal Alchemist dub, Brotherhood, even though some of the actors in it are, like, jerks. I can separate. I think Monica Ryle does do a good job as playing Froppy. I think Christopher Sabat does a good job at playing All Might. And I think Clifford Chapin does a good job at playing Bakugo. I think the cast in My Hero Academia is pretty good. I don't think the dub's always given the best direction, as we know. Oh, I swear that line. The only thing they were missing was Skippity Toilet. I don't even know what Skippity Toilet is. I've been remained pure. I know somewhat of what it is. Like, I have a general idea, but I've never seen any. But anyway, Yes, there was that one scene in My Hero Academia where the line was just awful, and it's just like that. But I think the dub is fine. Actually, I do like it. And when I saw the movie, actually, both times I watched in the dub. And they can't separate the art from the artist. It's just when they start putting their personal ideas into it, then I can't separate the art from the artist. I do not. I think the pearls should have been in front. Okay. I think I'm going to stop there. Let me just see if there's anything more that I want to do, because it is getting late. And like I said, I've been going a lot longer than I thought I was going to go. I don't even Walkman CD player because I've collected a lot of CDs. Oh, that'd be cool. Make sure to save. Oh, yeah. That is right. I need to. I usually always save every second, but I haven't this time because I did that. Yeah, I don't think I can go any farther, so I think that's the end of today's stream. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by. Thank you for all the birthday wishes you guys have been sending me. It's very nice, and I love them. Thank you so much, and I will be back with another video, actually right now. I think, did it already air? I don't know. I gotta check that, actually. I have a video scheduled, but I will be back with another video after that, hopefully real soon, and I will be back, hopefully with a speed paint where I will finish this illustration. Until then, bye!